You got those programs?
Oh, there it is.
Hello. Ooh. I have a label maker too, just in case you forget sometimes.
Slow down.
Fuck yeah. And welcome to the show.
Gina, Jeff, and Ryan report to the principal's office immediately.
This is the Saturday Detention podcast.
Welcome to episode 3 of the Saturday Detention podcast. I am your host, Old HRK, everybody's favorite detainee, and I am joined by my partners in crime, Gina and Jeff. Say hi, everybody.
Gina, you can go first.
Aren't you an angel?
Well, I do have manners and
So
chivalry.
chivalrous.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. I am Gina.
That's right. I'm Jeff. This is incredible today.
Hey, we got some new digs today. If you hadn't noticed, we got a brand new fancy desk, or as they call it on the street, a piece of plywood. And everything's looking up. Every week we get a little better at this. So hopefully, in some time, we've really got it down to a fucking science. Had our first guest last week. That was fucking
Exciting.
Good stuff.
awesome. Super
Millie.
charming, eloquent guy.
So I loved after I cleaned up and there was an empty water bottle and it said Millie's DNA on it. And so Ryan did etch that into it. So he spoke about it.
I just wanted to
he
make sure I
didn't.
knew which one had his DNA on it in case I ever want to make an athletic child.
Smart.
Speaking of athletic and how I'm not, I purposely raised the desk a little bit as to hide my trouble area. So hopefully I look a little more lean and mean this week.
Can I make a quick comment?
Fuck yeah, bro.
So I love that you said you're on your fitness journey.
Yeah. I
So
started my
what does
fitness
that
journey.
consist of?
Well, I limit myself to one cheat meal a day.
Okay.
I'm doing like a hard 2 days a week in the gym, 20 minutes, something like that.
That's a hard
Try not
workout.
to I limit the cereal, sweets only when I'm eating weed gummies, and
Fair.
that's it. Yeah, so
I love it.
I should have a full body transformation in about 6 months.
You're looking great, babe.
Let's do morning announcements, shall we?
It's time for morning announcement.
All right, morning announcement number 1: man who threw man who threw. I'm a terrible reader. Man who threw meth-fueled death party for ailing wife gets 3 years in prison. Just to give you the dirty details, a guy basically checked his wife out of the old person's home, got her all zipped up on meth for 3 days, and they just banged. And these are old people.
I saw the mugshot.
And then she died.
Was this per her request?
We can't ask her.
Was it in any will or trust or anything, like a living will? Maybe.
I don't know. I don't read. You saw me just fumble
Fair.
through the fucking title. You think I'm going to read the whole article? But I think it was kind.
I think it's a hell of a way to go. I mean, like, let's talk about if you're going to go. I'd rather have that for them, not just for me, just for them. Because if you're going to go, like, wouldn't you want to be hopped up on a like amphetamine and just banging your brains out at like 80 some years old?
With the person you love.
Right, exactly.
I don't even know. I don't know how did she even function?
Well,
I think the meth helped.
Well,
it definitely gives you a little pep in your step.
You tell me what's more romantic. Dying in your sleep, holding hands like in the fucking Notebook.
Or Titanic or something.
Or just fucking getting all zipped up and just banging until you die.
But like, here's the question, right? Like, because Adderall technically is methamphetamine. No, hear me
wouldn't know
out.
that.
No, I'm
listening.
telling you, this is not. It's
the
appropriate.
short answer
because-
is Viagra, Jeff. I know where you're going.
right. So like he had to be on cloud nine, and it was only her, or was it multiple
I think
individuals?
it was just the two of them.
That's romantic.
So
That's romantic.
was he being selfish or selfless?
I think selfless because
Yeah, he
now
brought-
he's going to prison for it.
Yeah, he brought her with him.
Yeah, he made the ultimate sacrifice.
Exactly.
He ain't gonna live 3 more years anyway.
He'll be in somebody's pocket.
Fucking
He
years
could
old.
get any chick with the promise of a 3-day meth party. So I think it was romantic.
That's a great point.
Could he
Took
get
his
you,
wife.
Gina?
No.
Also,
Well, then-
I mean, where was this at? What state? What state was this?
I'm guessing either Ohio or Florida, right?
That's a really good guess.
Chances
Yeah.
of Florida are pretty.
Yeah, I'm
Watch it's
Pretty high.
Illinois. You know,
Nah, that's Florida. or
Homer
Ohio.
Glenn.
No doubt. Oh, I would hope not. Old folks' homes got to be one of the worst places
terrible.
in the world to live. I'm sure there's a couple that are very lovely, but I'll bet most of them are just fucking miserable. You're just in there waiting to die. Nobody gives a fuck about you.
I feel
Agreed.
Like, I
I've
feel
heard
like the state-run ones have to be pretty
No,
crappy.
no doubt. I'll bet
Well,
those
yeah.
people sit in their piss for
But there's,
4 days
there's
before
private
anybody
ones that are
takes-
probably pretty.
So I don't know if you
Hoity-toity.
guys knew, when I was going to paramedic school, I was, the EMT basic, right? And so you would have to transport people like to cancer centers, to wherever. And no joke, I was looking at nothing but Filipinos everywhere that were ill-trained and ill-prepared, okay?
As in your classmates.
No. I'm talking about when I would go to the
Nursing
nursing
staff
homes,
and-
nursing
Oh, the
facility.
staff. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I was like frankly disappointed, and it was a clusterfuck of like, can we get their paperwork? And like that is concerning because obviously they're taking medication, right? So if they can't even just wipe their ass, right, then
Yeah.
you know for a fact that there's poor, care. But I don't know.
I did I've done some work in there's one in Burr Ridge. I mean, this is like they buy these places, so it's like
Yeah.
you buy a condo basically.
Right.
They're beautiful.
They're so expensive as well.
$350,000 for one.
Dude, it's great. And not only
and then
that,
when you die, who the fuck gets that, dude?
well, I think you have
assisted assisted living.
Yeah. It was an assisted living home. It had like common areas, cafeterias, and shit.
Yeah.
My grandpa has an apartment in a.
But they pay, and I don't know what your grandpa pays, but like I was speaking with somebody else, it's like $6,000 or $7,000 a month.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Not cheap.
no. So meth-fueled sex parties, way to go.
Yeah, way less than $6,000 a month.
Seriously.
$6,000 for 3 days, you could go fucking hard.
What
bro.
if you just gave out methamphetamines at that nursing home and just like it was like a
Oh God.
like a trial?
Fucking glow sticks.
Do you know what I
Maybe
mean?
doing the Charleston.
What is the Charleston?
It's a fucking, or is this the jitterbug? The jitterbug? I don't know.
You're
Whatever.
pretty good though.
I move good for a big guy.
You do.
Moving on. Special education teacher in Downers Grove, of all places, right?
our neighbors.
A stone's throw from here.
Yep.
Is accused of molesting a student during a tutoring session. Now, before we get too into this title is a little misleading. First of all, they harp on the fact that she's a special education teacher.
I thought she was special,
which would make you think that she's molesting
Special
a kid with
kid.
Down syndrome or some
Correct.
shit.
Yes.
She was a soccer coach. This is just like a jock 15-year-old kid that she was also tutoring on.
I saw the
side.
picture.
Okay, so they always mislead you.
I know, and molesting I think is a stretch.
The kid
So
was
it's far worse that he wasn't in any way special needs.
100%.
You mean better?
Better, yeah.
I think so.
It's better
I mean,
that he
Of
wasn't
course,
special needs.
it's not even
Dude,
that bad.
at 15, you know he was a willing
The
participant.
teachers I would have banged at 15.
Exactly. Like you were a tall drink of water back then. I mean,
Knees and elbows though. They
but
didn't like
it's
me.
so, I mean, like at 15, I don't even know if you have pubic hair yet. You know what I
don't-
mean? Like
I don't remember.
I
Anyways.
did. I was sprouting.
Enough.
That's-
This is. We'll edit that
Where are you
out.
going?
So here's the kid gets caught because his mom gets him a new phone and is uploading things to the cloud. His
Sure
mom's going
she
through
was.
his fucking phone.
For sure.
Yeah. So my point is like this kid is not a victim. Can we agree that this is a victimless crime?
It is.
Gina, you're a woman and a mom, so from your perspective, it
And
might be
she's
different.
from the correction
Who the hell
system.
wants a 15-year-old kid? It's still gross.
Pervert.
Well, I'm not
Yeah,
saying it's
I
not
know.
gross. I'm not suggesting.
We didn't say that.
I'm not suggesting that she's not a weirdo.
So I brought this.
Victimless crime is all I'm saying.
I agree. Not to divert, but it's so on topic. You remember Mary Kay Letourneau? Remember that woman who she had like that Mexican kid? She was a teacher as well. This is years ago. She had the baby. Okay. Do you remember? We'll throw it up on the.
no. Keep
Yes.
going.
So the bottom line is, so then they separated for a little bit. Okay. Then they had another kid. Okay. Like later down the road, they like
They
reconnected.
reconnected, yeah, because they were in love, dude.
I know. Like,
Yeah.
like in age,
The heart wants what the heart wants.
Yeah,
you
love
guys.
is there. You can't put a age range on love.
You could argue it's romantic.
That is.
No, you couldn't.
I could.
No, you couldn't.
We might be losing listeners the more I talk.
So
I saw
next morning announcement.
Hold on though, real quick. I saw. There's a follow-up story to this.
So if you'd like to sponsor Saturday Detention Podcast, please send us an email at info@Saturday Detention Podcast.
There's a follow-up story. It goes like this:
Crayola.
U.S. teacher denies sexually assaulting student, claims she's targeted for being good-looking.
Oh yeah. I saw
Wow.
that. That's awesome.
She's denying it. There's text messages like, "I
How do you
just love
deny
your
that?
little baby balls" or whatever, and they're out there.
Jesus Christ.
You can't really deny it, but she's
Like Gina and I
You're
just
talking,
laughed.
we just laughed.
I was like, what?
I'm
is
just
going-
saying. The teachers union is a strong union too. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if she gets off. No
Wait.
pun intended.
Did you
So-
wait? Did you?
I'd be more surprised if she got off than if she gets off.
Fair.
15-year-olds don't know shit.
Aren't they passing some kind of child sex assault law?
I don't know. You're the researcher.
We'll get back to you on that one.
This was flipping through. They can get the death penalty, or
I would-
it's moving. That bill's moving where they can get the death
Maybe.
penalty.
Certainly not a grown woman and a 15-year-old
It depends.
kid
No,
who's a
I
willing
think
participant.
I think there was.
That kid would be devastated if
We'd
he
have
got
to
her
read.
killed.
I think there was age limits to it, but is 12 and under.
Okay,
12 and under,
So I
okay.
think can I just say something? If you can drive a motor vehicle at 16, okay, that you're already putting your hands in your life, okay, and then you have two other
He means
years.
life in your hands.
That's it. Maybe I'm dyslexic.
I put my hands
That's
in my
the word
life all
for
the
it.
time.
Dyslexic.
I put things in my hands. But the point is, like, if you already can just control like a fast moving object like that, you know what I mean? Like, kids are shooting guns. Like, let's talk about this. It's really not that, I don't know, big of a deal.
I don't think if he was banging a 15-year-old, anyone would care, Jeff. I think it's the fact that she's, it's the old thing where she's manipulating him because
Yeah.
his frontal lobe isn't fully developed or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. Whatever.
Right.
Fair.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Elon Musk, the hero of the day, saves the astronauts that are stuck in space for 8
Thank God.
months.
Biden put him up there. I know we're not talking about politics.
We could talk about whatever you want, but yeah.
ahead.
No.
So what happened?
He fucking went up there.
Did he go up there?
They send these. Yeah, fuck yeah, he was on
himself?
it. Yeah, he did. He flew up with his cape. He didn't even have a spaceship. Guy's a fucking hero. Listen, here's what I'm saying.
America's hero.
They're supposed to be there for 8 days, and here's where I'm going with this. If I'm on the spaceship and I'm getting ready to launch, and I know in 8 days they're coming to get me, and I look out the window and there's not another fucking spaceship that they're prepping, I feel like I might be like, hey, it seems like maybe we didn't think this through.
Right.
Well, it's not like an Uber. It's not like they can someone can just come pick them up.
But don't you
That's
know
my
going
point.
up?
It takes 6 months to build a fucking rocket.
Agreed.
So if they didn't even have a fucking another rocket ready, they had no intention on getting these motherfuckers. No intention.
Like, and here's a question: they were just going to the moon, right? Again?
no space station.
Oh, and then it was like a Russian thing, and there were some like complexities to it, I believe.
Something broke.
Wait, again, I don't read, dude.
The doohickey broke off the thingamabob, and they didn't make their time. So
look.
then they were stranded.
If Apollo 13, the movie starring Tom Hanks, has taught
Never.
me anything, it's that if you're trapped in space, if NASA's working hard, they can get you home with just the shit you got up there.
Yeah.
They could have built a parachute out of a fucking
It reminds
sheet
me-
and jumped off or something.
It reminds me of that movie with Liv Tyler. Do you remember when Ben Affleck went up to the like?
Armageddon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty popular movie.
Whatever. I couldn't think of the name, but the point is that you went to Apollo 13. I'm thinking like, I'm hearing like crazy and like that, more so. I don't know.
My only
That
point is,
Aerosmith in your head?
Yeah, I do.
yeah,
That's
right?
I was listening.
I don't want to close. Anyways, music reference. My point is they never planned on getting them back.
Yes, they did.
The prior administration. Then what went wrong? I don't know. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong a lot.
You know what? This is where I think we should like throw up a poll or something.
Like,
That's a great idea.
Right. Here's the thing. They lasted, right? They
Have enough food.
Well, it's a
They
working.
had-
Well,
they
it's a
had
working
enough
space
food.
station. There was. I think there was another person up there like that works up there like there's people-
like a toll guy.
I think it's worked like year round. I think there's always like some Russian dude on there who's
Right.
kind of
So
losing
what
his
I'm
mind.
saying is
Like
they
in
weren't
Armageddon,
stranded.
remember
It
he
was-
hits it with the wrench?
For sure.
This is how you'll fix
Right.
station
Like-
in Russia. Remember?
I do.
Yeah.
That was
That guy was up there.
You need somebody like that. Like they're a fixer. There's fixers.
A Russian with a wrench.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck. Let's Gina. Let's do term paper of the week. And dude, I asked Grok, speaking of Elon Musk.
I know.
For 65 fucking clever names for this segment, and it just gave me a bunch of bullshit. But we got to work on this.
It's called prompting. Like if you don't prompt it right.
Oh, I'm sure that I'm the problem.
We
For
can't
sure.
figure out
I don't doubt
what
that
to
for
call
one second.
this on our own.
I don't know. Whatever. But my point is, we need
It's
a better
a
name.
robot. It's smart.
Maybe we throw
Right.
out. Maybe we do another poll question for what to
Yeah.
name this fucking segment. But Gina, why don't you go ahead for a minute?
Let's go.
All right. Well, first of all, let's start this. Jeff bought a new house. It's a beautiful house.
Thank you. Lovely
Jeff
home.
bought a house based on a feature.
Shout out to Dan Kenny, my real estate agent. No? Sorry.
Can I
Proceed.
go? Okay. So
Go ahead.
this house has a urinal in the downstairs
It does.
basement bathroom. And Jeff was jazzed. He's like, I bought a house. It's got a urinal. I'm
Jazzed.
like, jazzed.
Jazzed. I'm just jazzed about this urinal.
But no one in this room knows how to fucking use it.
Correct.
I go in the-
Excuse me?
squeeze me?
Nobody knows more about how to use a urinal than a fucking female who's never tried to use one.
Okay, all I know is I walked in, literally, just a ring around the urinal. of
I
piss.
don't pretend like tamponing myself is easy. No, why? Because I've never had to fucking do it. So don't you just walk around like you know what it's like to aim your pee. That's all I'm saying. Well, let's.
But here's
But
the
I
thing.
do.
But I've used it
But I
and
do.
I didn't.
Listen, haven't you ever tried to pee quiet? If you've ever tried to pee quiet, then
Next
you know how
time
to
you go
angle your
pee, I want her to give you the reach around and hold it and aim it, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how
You
you
know,
do.
I have a twin brother, right? I'm not completely.
You've given him the reach around? What does that have to do with anything?
No, we potty trained together.
Right.
Okay,
But-
so you saw him pee when he was 3, is what you're saying,
Right. When he
Okay.
was being told how to pee.
right?
I was there as an observer. This is really I'm not a teacher from Downers.
But-
Little kids pee up on. Let's read it. Let's stay on task. I apologize.
Regardless, so
Lose my mind.
based on
good.
splashback.
It's already gone.
Splashback, scientific
Yes.
term.
No, wait.
Well, no, listen. It's
This
a
is
university
research paper.
physicists study urine splashback and the
Yep.
best tactics for men. So
Please.
a team of 4 physicists at Brigham Young
They're like,
University.
We
Can you
got
imagine
4
that?
physicists.
Yes.
That sounds like a party.
They've named themselves.
I would be down for that.
They've named themselves the Whiz Kids.
Jesus.
That's the best part about the fucking. That's the most. Yeah.
That is
4
the
grown
best
men.
part.
So
That is
what?
the best
What?
part about
So,
this.
Continue.
so let
Sorry,
me. What did they find? I could never guess.
Pardon the interruption.
Whatever. They study the properties of urine splashback. Yada 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 yada.
And what did they find? What
Bottom
did-
line is, what do you think they found? This is the money they spend on research at universities.
Is incredible. I would like to
The
think
findings
gotta
are going to
talk about
support
this.
my
Your
argument.
tax
But go
dollars
ahead.
to work.
What did they find?
Well, let's go. Hang on. It flows from the body.
Next time I want you to read it before the show.
I did.
I'm joking
I
with
did.
you.
But
I
you're
don't
trying
read
to get.
anything.
I'm trying to get to.
Can
the
I make a
results here.
quick interjection really quick? So,
It's what you do.
well, that's what the show is. So I put one of those, those like purple, like cake,
Puck?
the pucks that
Yep.
go in the back of a toilet into that. And so James goes,
Splashes off of that.
yeah. Well, I thought it was like a target. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, well then,
It's a hard target.
but what's terrible about this is like that.
You need a sponge.
Correct. So I've ordered like that thing that goes into like the cake or
Sure.
whatever protects it so that we don't have splashback anymore. And I've ordered a mat as well, just in case
Yeah, the
there's a
mats are
drip
nice.
drop,
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just creating
Here's
time
what
for you, Gene.
first of all, I hope that this is the type of shit that Doge is defunding. Speaking of Elon Musk, but that's neither here nor there. The thing about did you find the findings?
Well, they're exactly what you think. Sitting down causes the least amount of splashback.
Yeah, well, that's never happening.
Standing closer,
One of my friends pisses in the night. It's
Standing
like
closer does
sitting-
not minimize splashback because
hitting the back of a urinal at the downward angle.
That's common knowledge.
That's what I'm saying. They did an
Yeah.
entire research on common knowledge. It's
the only way to properly pee into a urinal without making any kind of a mess is to start super close because you don't really know what the stream's going to be like till it starts. Then you back up as the stream gets stronger to prevent splashback. Then as the stream fades,
I've never
you move
thought about
back in.
this.
what happens
Close.
when you get that.
And I'm not doing a fucking two-step, a jitterbug, if you will, while I'm fucking pissing. So I just find a medium range. I go. I hope for the best.
Well, no, and you know why you don't.
And I
You know
move
why
on
you
with
do
my
it? Because it's not your bathroom. You don't have the urinal.
Correct.
If it was in your
Not my
bathroom, you
problem.
would make the adjustments.
No, I wouldn't. I would just
bullshit.
have someone clean it afterwards.
You listen, I don't. You know what? Here's the thing. I mean,
Ashley would handle it.
it's number one common knowledge. I'm gay, so there's gonna be a lot of dudes in this
Yeah.
house.
Be a
Like,
lot
let's be honest.
Here, Jeff.
Gay guys,
The team also reports
the gays are better at it.
Yeah,
that
for sure.
many detergents used to clean urinals tend to make the problem of splashback worse.
Wow.
Yeah, you got an
Because
apparatus in there.
It
Yeah, I
reduces
needed like
surface tension.
I needed a synopsis and then like a conclusion. So thank you for
Thus,
that.
a dirtier urinal.
So I
might
do
be
not.
less
So
messy.
wait. So then I should cancel my Amazon order and then so do
Fine
not.
line. You want stinky bathroom or a piss-filled, Here's what I
fucking
think.
rock and roll.
What if you flushed before you start? That way, the pee goes, the water's already cascading. The pee hits the cascade
Let's
of water
try it.
and it just draws it right in.
Yep.
You want to take 5 and I'll go sum up a pee out of my
do it.
pee hole?
Wyatt is taking a piss in the urinal nonetheless. To not spill, he'll do his best. No splashback, that's the test.
Okay, well, we're back from a brief break where I went and took a pee in the urinal.
How'd it go?
I'm going to tell you what. I tested my hypothesis. Flush start. As long as the flush lasts throughout the duration of the pee, not one drop on the floor, bro.
Wait, but-
except at the end, I did a jitterbug.
What? I was like, what is this?
I did a pirouette. I don't know ballet.
the wall.
So I felt like I should make a mess just for good measure,
missed.
but I didn't have to. So
I want to put like a picture back there or something so you can like the perfect angle so you can like piss on something.
So who do you want to pee on?
I think you should make a picture of Jesus looking down.
No,
oh
no,
my
no.
God.
You can't do that. It's sacrilege.
Jesus.
It's sacrilege. There's
Forgive
only
him.
Sacrilegious.
Can I? So one other thing is, I think because you're 6'5", how tall are you?
I'm 6'6", you fuckface. We talk about this 5 times
Christ.
a week.
I don't
I'm so sick of you
listen.
calling me 6'5". I'm so tired of it.
But the point is that clearly is set for a shorter man, right? So maybe it's just part of the.
So there's Mayans living here.
He is Oaxacan.
What the hell's Oaxaca?
That's a type of Mexican. Oaxacan is like there's Jalisco,
I thought you were talking
Mexico.
about Christopher Walken.
It's I don't think he's.
Your pee, it's coming out all wrong. I can't do imitations.
That's pretty
It's not my comedy.
goddamn good.
It's not my comedy style.
I love it. I love it.
Pop quiz time.
That's right, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Brought to you by the professor.
That's right. So today's subject is biology.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Not one of my better subjects.
Me
Okay.
either.
So some of these are going to be multiple choice. Some of these are going to be short answer. Some of these are going to be true false.
Okay, it's a real
right.
pop quiz, a true quiz.
Here we go.
I'm
Are we-
actually excited about the quiz.
Do they have a right and wrong answer, or are they subjective?
We'll repeat the answer or the questions again. So some are true, false, multiple choice, yes or no, short answers.
It does that. So now, Michael, do they have a right or wrong? Everyone.
Correct. I have
Okay,
answers.
I see. Okay.
Okay. Question number 1, multiple choice. How many chambers does the heart have? A, 2, B, 4, C, 100.
Well, it's not C.
Are those 4?
2.
4.
2.
Gina is correct.
God damn it.
Everybody, it's B, 4.
Okay,
means
1-0 Gina.
Okay.
Can we score this?
I'm scoring it with middle
Okay.
fingers.
Genius.
Scoring it with tiny
And
hands.
I want to
why
keep
we
a
have a
running
girl.
score for the duration of the show.
I love this.
Okay, great. All right,
Okay.
fine. It's competitive now. That's
True
okay.
or false or yes or no? Do the fingernails keep growing after you die?
True.
True.
False. It is no.
Fuck this.
It's a myth. Shrink. I was gonna say stinks. Skin shrinks,
Probably
making
stinks
them
too.
look longer.
Oh, see, I assume since it's dead skin and your skin's
like
dying,
a fat girl
they
in
would
vertical
get longer.
stripes.
Yes.
Optical illusion.
Okay. Next thing. Your stomach. This is true or false. Your stomach growls because it's. No, that's a dumb one. Never mind.
Well, now I want to know
He
it.
talked himself out.
I was like, here we go. It's live, everybody. All right. This is Ryan Seacrest's New Year's Eve ball. Okay. So, short answer. What part of your body helps you smell socks?
What?
What part?
Your nose.
Your feet. Duh.
It's nose. Come on. What part of your body helps you smell?
Helps you smell. Helps
Socks,
you smell anything.
bro.
Just
Socks.
Drop the socks.
That's a matter of opinion.
I don't care.
Because
I got
socks wouldn't smell unless you put them on your feet.
Oh
No,
my
not-
God.
It helps your socks
I
smell.
love
It
this.
helps you
This is
smell
too
your
good.
socks.
That was a trick question.
I got it, though.
You tricked me into
I got
saying
it.
that,
I'm
goddammit.
so sorry. Okay. Okay, here's the next one. Okay.
How many questions total?
This is the last one.
Fuck.
Oh,
Okay,
you're
I'm
a
gonna
loser.
lose.
Do you
All
want
right.
more? I mean, there's...
Well, let's get back to the growl one, but do this one first.
Okay. What's the funny bone actually called? Is it
Humorous.
The xiphoid process.
That is incorrect.
Fuck.
Gina, you are correct for 500 points.
Are you shitting me?
One more.
It's really called the humerus? Is that why they
Correct.
call it the funny bone?
I don't know. It sounded right.
It makes perfect sense. I'm so
the-
stupid.
So the humerus
yeah,
is this.
of course. I'm a fucking idiot.
Do you guys
No,
want me
that's
to tell you
tibia
a
and
story?
fibula. Yes, please.
Let me tell you a story
I
about
love a
my
story.
Reading
humorous.
these books.
Success for dummies.
We're going to talk about Fran. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Fran is my mom.
I love Fran.
Jeff knows Fran. I've known Jeff since 7th grade, so
know.
Jeff knows Fran.
Yeah, Fran's
Ryan,
amazing.
I don't know if you've ever
I've met her
Fran.
once when we were kids.
I went and just, I shoveled
I was
her.
at Rick- I was at-
did.
I was at your neighbor's
You
house,
did.
yeah.
You
So-
shoveled her driveway.
When we were younger, we didn't have dishwashers. Whatever
You're
reason.
Venezuelan, of course.
No, I'm
several
not
women in the
Venezuelan.
house.
I'm not even close to Venezuela.
What for the audience, please? Can you just
My
tell them?
mother was born in Venezuela.
I thought that makes you Venezuelan.
She's a Venezuelan citizen, but she's Italian.
Italian.
Her
Do we
parents
wanna-
moved from Italy to Venezuela.
Should we?
What? She's not
ICE
going
is hot
anywhere.
on the streets. Should we not talk about?
No, she's got papers.
Oh, okay. I don't want her to get in trouble.
She's got her papers. She's
Because
in-
I don't want her to get deported.
Yeah,
I
no.
love that woman.
She's in. Hey, listen, my dad won a. My dad won.
Did he win the lottery?
No. He won a vacation to Cancun, Ritz Carlton.
Okay.
My mom
That's a
could not
fucking
find
hell of
her
a vacation to win.
She couldn't find her citizenship papers, so I got to take it and go.
Yes, Gina for the
Cha-ching.
win.
There you go for someone not filing shit right.
There we go.
Anyways, so regardless, I'm supposed to do the dishes. I'm pissed off. Don't know what I'm pissed off about. So I'm throwing dishes in the soapy water in the sink. My mom goes to hit me because that's what our parents did. when we were younger.
and
They-
more children should get
They
hit.
slapped the shit out of us.
Yep.
So my mom goes to hit me. I pull my arm back. I hit my funny bone
Okay.
right
Your humerus.
right on the top
Now I know
edge
that.
of a chair in the kitchen. Instant shooting pain down to my fingers. Can't move my hand. Thought it was broken. My mom's like, shit, whatever.
Child abuse.
So we really thought it was broken. So she goes to take me to the hospital and she's like, don't tell them I was going to hit you.
Oh, that's what every fucking abusive
I know.
parent says.
So I had to lie
And
to the hospital.
boyfriend. Not that I'd
Well,
know.
whatever. Yeah. I fell downstairs.
So that's it. That's my little story. about-
clumsy.
I mean, here she is again, just being clumsy.
If I tap it again, it's still to this day. You just tap it,
Can
Are you
feel it?
shitting me?
zings.
Permanent injury
Yeah, like I really hit it hard.
to the xiphoid process.
Fran, you are not a child abuser. I want you
No,
to know
she's
that,
not.
okay?
She could throw a shoe like it was nobody's business. Though.
Well, she's Italian. Jesus Christ. Okay, one last question here for
My chance at redemption.
This-
I can't believe I'm losing 3-0.
You are-
I'm
I feel
fucking-
like this is gonna be like a game
dumb as a
show,
sack
and
of
I
hammers.
love this idea. Like it's almost,
I
it's
like
fun.
it because I'm winning.
Yeah, I know. How wouldn't you? So the last question is
Tony Grumble?
fine. Yes, fine. True or false? Your stomach
50-50
growls because it's mad at you. That one's so stupid.
No, don't do that. That's important.
That is bad.
Ask Grok to come up with something while I lead into the next
here
segment.
we
We'll
go.
double back like the outlaw Josie Wales.
Hey, Grok. I'm here with my two cohorts,
Let's just stay with it.
and their names are HRK and Gina G.
Jeff, just ask it for a fucking biology question.
You have to prompt it right, bro.
Oh, you're right. You were telling me this. Yeah.
So we need to come up with two questions that are multiple choice, true or false, a little bit of complexity about biology. Please give me a list of 10 questions.
Do you really have to talk to the thing like that? Like this is.
I do because it's called prompting.
Do you have to sound so sophisticated?
Well, I am the professor.
That's a good point.
Okay.
Hard to
I
argue
taught
with that.
marketing, though.
There's
This has
no way
nothing
it's-
to do with nothing.
What's Grok got?
Okay, here we
Hit
go.
me.
All right. Which of these organs filters waste from your blood
Hold
to
on.
make urine?
Kidney.
A, liver. B, kidneys. C, pancreas. D, spleen.
I know I'm never coming back unless I go opposite, so I got to pick something different.
We're
Nah,
talking
fuck.
about urine, so it's perfect, actually. Thank you,
Yeah.
Grok.
All right. I'll just say kidney because that's what everyone's telling me. Just kidney.
Gina.
I said kidney.
God damn it.
And the answer is ding, ding, ding. kidneys.
I got one. Okay.
I don't know if you get one.
But it's
'cause
not
you
a comeback.
Totally took it for, like you can't answer after me and then.
Okay, I have one last one. One last one,
Let's
please.
say this: moving forward, the person who's losing on that particular day
I
has
love
to
this
answer
game.
first, or we take turns answering first.
All right, fine. You get to answer first this time.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem. Joke's on you.
What?
This- I'm
One
gonna know this
last question. Here you go. What is the primary source of energy for the Earth's climate system?
The sun.
A, the moon.
Oh.
B, the sun. C, internal volcanic air. D, ocean currents.
I mean, those. I appreciate the lob on those two. That was nice. I said the sun.
That one's easy.
I said it mid question. The sun.
Currents.
If it's currents, I'm jumping off a fucking
we've-
bridge. That's not a threat. That is real.
Let's-
So lie
There
to
is
me.
no suicide happening today. And Ryan is correct.
Yeah, I feel like you did that to be nice to me, and I
B.
appreciate it.
This one
That
is
was very
actually
nice of you.
interesting. The last
Okay.
one this is for the title
Do
belt.
another one. This is not.
It's not the title.
Yeah, I'll still lose.
He's just not that big of a
It's a
loser,
running
is all this
tab.
is.
I got time to come back. I got a whole season.
This
of
is the
these.
last question.
one, and then
this
we're
is
moving
the
on.
last question. This is your final Jeopardy.
All right, let's go.
Okay. True or false? Humans and chimpanzees share about 98% of their DNA, making them our eldest living relatives.
I'm not sure just because we share 98% DNA means that we're relatives, but I think the DNA part's true, so I'm going to say true.
It's.
You all right
I'm
there?
verklempt. The answer is true.
Okay, 5-3. I'm coming back
Wait,
next
why
week.
do you think you get one? You just said I don't think.
I said true. I said, but my answer is true because the 98%. How can you dispute? We got it on footage.
No,
Whatever.
this is- you know
we'll,
what,
we'll,
this
we'll,
is-
we'll,
no.
we'll run it back. We'll run it back after the show.
You're-
But I think the DNA part's true, so I'm going to say true.
The kid that argued something
this
into
is so
circles.
fucked.
is what
And that
you
is
are.
your pop
Also, I
quiz.
think I was right on at least two of
By
those
me.
that I didn't get, but nevertheless.
We'd
All
like
right.
to thank you for playing today.
That's it.
Well, kids, it's spring break season.
Let's go.
Spring break is here.
Oh,
It was
I
always my
love
favorite-
spring break.
It's always my favorite time of the year. I don't know that these kids are still spring breaking like they used to.
No.
dude, nobody's partying. I was just at John's house yesterday, and there's like a 19-year-old, and she's like, I don't even drink. And I'm like, so what do you do? Like in high school, and there's cornfields out here, everything.
I think they swipe.
They can't even go
Scroll.
to they're all on 360. They're all being followed. Find my phone, find my kid.
So what? I mean,
Yeah,
I
my
guess
parents wouldn't have gave a shit about. I mean, they knew
mine
where I was
would have.
going out.
Mine
I mean, I
would
was,
have.
dude, I
If
was
they
having.
19 years old. If you were at a party, your parents wouldn't have cared, right? What do they think
I
we're
was
doing?
throwing parties at my
That's
house.
what I mean. I'm not talking about 15-year-olds.
No.
I'm saying these kids, like high school, like old, like seniors and like sophomores in
Can we-
college.
can we talk
I don't
about-
think they're partying balls like
No,
we do.
you're right. I don't think their parents will let them. When I was 19, was I 19, 20?
You weren't even in college.
No.
So
My dad's friend let us borrow his camper, and we went and followed fish.
So you're a hippie.
And my parents
Fish don't live in the fucking road, Gina.
PH.
PH fish.
PH.
Wait, you don't know
Oh, the
fish?
band.
Yes.
Oh, bouncing around the
my
room. Fuck yeah.
God.
Okay. I really thought you meant that you were
She
like
was a traveling
tracking
gypsy.
largemouth bass. I was
And
like,
my
what the
parents,
fuck?
we borrowed.
I think
That's awesome.
So you're a Band-Aid. They call them Band-Aids.
No, that was just parking lot fun.
How long did you follow him for?
I mean, I had tickets to every show. I think I made
They
it
were
into,
terrible.
I think I made it into one.
Fish was
How
terrible.
many miles?
No one was there for fish. Can we be honest?
Yeah, no.
No one was
One of my
there
friends,
for
can I
fish.
tell you? So she was going from city to city. I will not tell her name. She would sell grilled cheeses to
Yeah.
get to the next.
Yeah,
I
grilled
was like,
cheeses and Heineken's.
Oh, sorry.
Heineken and grilled cheese was a big deal.
yep,
No shit.
Yeah, it was Heineken and grilled cheese.
yep. So
Fucking what?
MTV Spring Break.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is like none of that shit exists anymore.
No one parties like that.
Nah.
Listen, let's talk about like they would just be dancing on boxes, you know, and I would want to be at that fucking party. Like legitimately, it was just people in Daytona Beach, okay, at Charlos and Carly's or
Yeah.
Carlos and Charlie's.
I could never afford that shit. Me and went, we'll have to mute his name or something, but we went to what's the island? But it's
South
just in
Padre.
Texas. Yeah,
That's
we
a
went
party, dude.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
That's a wild party.
We took the poorest trip ever. We drove in his fucking '88 Cutlass. It took us, I swear to God, 4 days to get
I
there.
love a good road trip though.
Stayed in like a Motel 6, the cheapest hotel off the beach we could
Yeah.
find, but we still had a fucking awesome
But
time.
you're like two good looking guys. You know what I mean? The the wind at your sails.
Also, there's only 2 of us. You know what I mean? Like most people were in big groups. I got my fucking ID taken away by this little fucking Hispanic fucking.
You were 19, bro.
It doesn't matter. I gave her the ID at a gas station
She
to
did
buy.
what's legal.
She looks at it. It was one of those ones where my picture was on it, but it was like printed.
Oh
Oh
God.
God, it was really
She
bad.
looks at it.
It was a shitty.
It was the worst.
Fake
And also, we all gave it to the guy in the college dorm to like make
Right.
us. We all gave him $50
Yeah.
in it. And I gave him my ID so he could just put the sticker on the front and then the back was legit. He gave it
So he'd
back to
scan
me. He gave it back. It was just a sticker on a card.
Right.
He gave it back to me with the front and the back stuck onto it on like a black, some kind of a credit
So
card.
you paid for it.
So yeah, and somebody swapped. The point is, I give this thing to Esmeralda. She looks at it. She
Right.
turns it sideways, sees the black line down the middle, and goes, "Oh!" And I fucking said, I knew in that moment I had to make a decision. I jumped across the fucking counter, like belly.
You grabbed
flat
it
on
from
the
her?
counter. I tried. She had great reflexes for an 86-year-old
Some
gas station
MMA
attendant.
guy, he is.
Tried, and she just goes, yoink.
Wow.
And I just,
You were at a gas station. You weren't even at like
gas
a
station
club.
in Texas, dude.
Oh,
trying to
that's
buy a
even
case of beer.
worse.
You don't do that.
I was my mistake. I learned something that day.
That's why
You
they have.
stand outside and you have somebody else do it for you.
I know, but he has a fake ID.
I had a fake ID. I don't know, whatever. I went for it.
That's why they have acrylic
She just-
glass now.
She
in
just looked
like
at
gas
me.
stations. Seriously, people who would jump across.
Yeah.
Shit like
Yeah.
that.
Didn't fucking work.
I went
Did you ever go on spring break?
a bunch. So I went with
course.
everybody. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't hard up or anything, but so we went to Cancun with everybody.
I didn't live in a fucking trailer park.
didn't
I'm just
say
saying I
that.
didn't have vacation money when I was 20. Jeez.
I had a job at Linda's Pizza.
Nice.
I was fucking slinging fucking pizzas.
I went to Cancun. I went to spring break. I didn't go to college, but I went to spring break.
That is
Actually, went
That's
was
the way to do
early
it.
Or late.
You didn't even go to like Joliet Junior College or
during
something.
the Canadian spring
Smart.
break.
That's terrible.
What the fuck is
What is
Canadian
that?
spring break?
It's a different time than
It's
American
cheaper,
spring
is what it
breakers.
is. It's cheaper.
Where do they go? Vancouver? They go to
No,
Chicago?
They go to the same places.
Same places,
everyone
bro.
else does.
They go all the way from
Yes, they
Canada
do.
It's
to
fucking
Mexico?
colder up there, man.
I just feel like that's a 22-hour plane ride.
Listen, if
I
you're
did-
in a plane,
I did
you're
go
in a
to junior
plane.
college, so yes, I did go.
Where'd you go?
Chico.
Did you? Where'd you study?
Whatever.
All
what-
colleges.
No,
are
wait,
cheaper.
hold on, wait, no,
Whatever
Gina
was
said-
going to keep my insurance going
For your
until
parents.
I was 20 something
Fran
years old.
is like,
Yes.
you need to go to school. She's like, I'm taking horticulture.
I did have to drop a weaving class because I couldn't work the loom.
Did you really fucking take a weaving class? I cannot, dude.
Yeah, my scarf was fucked. Yeah,
Gee,
no.
that isn't even fucking weaving, bitch. That is like that's
The Venezuelan DNA
isn't
skips a
that
generation
like,
when it
isn't
comes to
that-
loom working.
no, wait, but isn't weaving like with a thread?
No, there's different weaving.
So
Mine
basket
was-
weaving-
We were doing the loom. I don't.
Loom, bro.
You thread through
I
the
love
loom
it.
and then you.
Fun
pull
facts
it
with
down.
Gina.
I didn't do it. Obviously.
So I wouldn't say I was an adult, so it wouldn't be spring break, but I went to Thailand when I was 27 years old.
That's
Okay, so I already
that
had a little.
sounds itchy.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I had a little money in my pocket. Okay, I flew first class there because I was getting points from like work and shit like that.
That's cool.
Listen, it was. I'll have to throw you guys some of these videos. My buddy Chris. So I went with 3 of my other buddies. Okay, so it was like very hangover-esque. We went to Bangkok. 2 of them were already there, and so we go to Bangkok, and then in the first couple days, we're like, let's go to a ping pong show. Do you know what a
Ping pong?
show?
Is ping pong that popular?
Do you
over
know-
there?
Is it what it
So-
sounds like it should be or not?
So
Is it a cooter shooting a ping pong ball?
listen, these girls are talented. Like
Taiwanese.
literally.
The Taiwanese are,
not- no,
are
Thai-
talented people.
Taiwan is a different country.
Then Thailand?
Correct.
I'm not sure that's right. We'll fact check that.
I'm
later.
pretty sure.
Well, we'll do geography next week.
So we flew into Bangkok, and then we were just like lit up on Singhas, which is like these beers, having a great time. And like we jump in a taxi, right? And they're like pedicab shit. Like sometimes, go ahead.
No.
So we're like, dude, let's go see a ping pong show. And so then he like takes us to these fucking like, and it's like busy as fuck, just like cars bustling, the whole shit. And then we go to this house. It's like 3 stories high. Okay, the first like story is like a market.
This is what I'm saying. When you start a story with, we went to a ping pong show.
Yeah, and then
you start telling us about the
Fine,
first floor was
the
a market.
Reason why, the
Get
reason
to
why.
okay.
The point is that it looked by facade that it was like a real fucking business.
Okay,
Okay.
fair, yeah.
So then you go around back and then whatever, they take you there and you no shit walk into it looks like theater seating. I'm not fucking kidding you. Okay. There's a stage and like next thing you know, it is what you think. Okay. There are women on the stage. Okay. shooting ping pongs. Okay, that
Do
was
they catch them also?
they shoot them into the stands.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay,
Did you get one?
I was not that close, but
We should mix that with Millie's DNA.
wait, it gets better.
I feel
I
like
shit
I
you
got
not.
two.
No, wait, hold on. So one of my
Dodgy.
wait, it gets better. I swear to God. So then next they bring out a board, okay, and they fucking put a balloon on the fucking wall, okay. I am like African fucking like Aborigines. I shit you not.
Those are Australians.
Probably right. There was a dart that came out. I kid you not.
Like a blow up? Like that?
Swear to God. I swear
yes.
to fucking God. And it fucking, and we're like, do it again because we don't believe him. Okay. And like at this point, we're lit and we're like, it's a show. It's not just about like it's the circus like kind of mentality at that
get
point.
it.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
her precision, to bring that word back, it's called what we call in the business what'd you call it? Like a circle bag?
I have a question.
Sure.
Did the dart shoot straight out of her coos, or was there a
So here's the thing.
Amy a straw,
Here's the thing, because this is biology
a
class.
spit wad?
I would think that although the vagina muscles are extremely strong, there has to be some type of a shaft, right, that allows the dart to have precise. I'm looking at you because
Because I'm sure.
I'm just turning all these middle fingers towards me. It's just like fuck me, man.
So okay, and then I'm gonna play video of this, but Thailand was wild. Then we went to like a whipping bar. It was called like House on Road, and
2 hours later.
they were like 4 guys just causing trouble. You know what I mean? Playing Jenga with these strippers in the middle of like these, and then we like have food and shit.
I think it's nice they got Jenga.
Literally,
It's a family
My
game.
nickname there was Trigger. Like I have a picture that shows Trigger on it. My buddy's name was Hammer because they couldn't say F's. They couldn't say F's.
So they gave you these names, or did you give them
We
to
gave
yourself?
them. We gave them.
You gave
We're
them?
like American Gladiators.
What letter do they substitute for F that turns Jeff into Trigger?
That's the problem. They can't say F's. So I was like, they can say G's. Okay. So Trigger, like that's easier, I guess.
Oh, I see.
anyways,
So you just change your name,
Right.
Yeah.
Because
would
I
change
don't
my
really
name.
want-
I would change my name into Ping Pong Show too.
they even had one part, and this is a little bit extra, but I'll just tell it anyways. There was water coming down, okay, and there was a couple on the stage, okay, doing the deed. Like literally, I was like, "This is too much for me." I was
Okay.
like,
They were banging, is what you're saying?
"Yeah, dude."
I think there's
That's
two
what
kinds of
grossed you
people that go to Thailand, right? There's girls that want to like explore and take pictures for the
There's
gram,
Broken Down Palace.
and then there's dudes who want to.
Just dudes being dudes.
Is it
Lady boys and shit. I never.
Gina? If your brother was like, I'm gonna go to Thailand, would you just look at him and be like, you're fucking gross?
You're coming back with gonorrhea.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
Buckets
you
of
can
gonorrhea.
take safety measures. I'm only
Did you see
saying.
the video?
Yes, I saw the picture of you
Literally,
holding a
so
bucket.
I have this.
Buckets of gonorrhea.
It's like me holding because they had buckets of liquor that they would sell, like buckets. No, like a.
I'm not drinking out of anything that someone hands me. That
No.
It's a sandbox or sand.
I'm only talking about like who was the last person to drink out of it and how did they?
You
clean
get it. It's like
I don't
it's
think
a
they
cup.
got bleach over there,
Dude, they're probably selling for
It's like the whale bones from Vegas.
so whatever.
give
Like
out
they
buckets.
don't reuse them, dude. You just get it and then you
Yeah, the
toss
ones
it.
that are laying around the street after you're drunk, they pick up and reuse.
Yeah, they got kids that are
Right.
cheap labor and they go dig them out of the
I
garbage
highly
can.
suggest going to
Bucket
Thailand.
full. Okay.
Well, I'm not allowed. I can tell you that.
Where
right
did you
now.
go on spring break, G?
She
I know. She said
Florida, Cancun.
took her mom's tickets to fucking.
that's not a
Cancun.
spring break though.
That's not.
Was it? That's where
Yeah.
the Four Seasons.
Of course it was.
Is that?
was
Did you
the
get
Ritz
Ratchet?
Carlton.
Did you get? My bad.
And then the other couple times were the cheaper.
Like, did you ever get
all-inclusives.
Ratchet?
Did you drink Cambodian DNA out of a
No.
bucket?
No.
Did they call you Trigger?
No, but hey, good job with your geography.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm really something.
Cambodia
I feel
is right
like
there.
I know, but
Is
I feel
Cambodia over there?
Yeah, it's right next to it.
I thought Cambodia was in
Laos.
South America.
she is
Vietnam.
excellent, so good, Gina.
Fucking A.
You know what? You don't have to go to junior college to know geography.
All you gotta do is look at a fucking map.
That's what I'm talking about, y'all.
Or a globe.
Amen to
Oh,
that.
hey.
All right. Well, with that, I think we're about at that time. I had a real nice time today. I went ahead and gave these middle fingers the 180 to reflect how I feel about that fucking science test we took. Look. You know, I don't know. If we got a lot of shit happening on this show, we're gonna upgrade the set. If you or anyone you know would like to be a guest on the show, if they are worth fucking listening to and got a decent following or are famous in any way, you can email us at.
Why do they have to be famous?
Well, I'm not having. Here's why. Because now that I said that, every dipshit I know on Facebook's gonna be like, "Oh, come on, I got some stories." That's what they all fucking do, and whatever. All I'm saying is, you can email us at
info@SaturdayDetentionPodcast.com.
or just slide into my DMs like your mom does.
That's it.
See you next week.
Sayonara.
I got all the fucks.
That was good.
I got all the fucks.
I can't believe I'm so bad at school.
I can.
I really thought I'd do better. Even for someone with just one semester.
Gina's very
For someone who flunked out a fucking basket weaving, you're pretty smart.
Why basket weaving?
I hope you're recording. Good. Do not believe the things that are on podcasts.